When did you feel like, okay, like, how did you feel comfortable? Because this is a reality TV show. They're in your business.
Yeah, you're the entertainment editor in essence, so you know the real deal, right?
I know. So how was that process? And are you anticipating craziness and mayhem for you in terms of your businesses after this? Like, are you ready for that?
So, about 5 or 6 years ago, I was approached by a slew of production companies who said, we think you would make for a great reality show. Wrong. I mean, we talked maybe 5 minutes, and I was clear I wasn't for them and they weren't for me. Because 5 or 6 years ago, reality TV was even more ratchet than it is now.
Right.
And so when they would do those little interviews, those Skype interviews to see how the camera would like me and if I'm comfortable with the camera and all those kind of things, the kinds of questions they would ask would be, so where do you like to shop? Like what clothes, where do you shop? And I'm like, Home Depot? Costco? I was like, clearly, by the nature of the questions, I'm not the girl. Like, where do you and your girls like to hang out? I'm like, I hang out in my bed when I can. That's where I hang out. So I wasn't what they were looking for. So fast forward to about the same time last year. In fact, we were just talking about that, right, Melody? About the same time last year, we got about 5 or 6 more calls from producers, production companies, all in the same week. And I thought, how does this happen? 4 of them were in California, and 1 was in New York. And the guy in New York said, we want to come out and meet you face to face. So because he came and we had a dialogue, I just came out and said, look, how did you find us? What's this all? Why is everybody calling? What's happening? And he said, well, a network put out the call for a show. And they said, if you can find the show, they're ready to sign it. I said, well, what were they looking for? He said, they were looking for a family-owned business, check. Upscale, check. That means, no tattoo, no greasy spoon, they didn't want that. Check. They wanted it to be headed by the matriarch, the mama. Check. They wanted that mama to have a real sense of self and, speak her mind, check. So that's what happened. And so we then had the work to figure out which of these production companies, what's their concept for the show? Like what do you want to do with us? How would you package us? So it became more me interviewing them to see if it was a right fit, because I was not going to, throw this water bottle, I'm not going to throw this table, and I'm not going to throw shade. I'm not doing any of that, right? So nothing that's going to embarrass our brand that I painstakingly built over the last 22 years.
Yes.
Not me, not my family, not my staff, not my guests. We're not going to embarrass them. We're not going to do any of that. So it was really trying to find the right fit. And when we spoke with the producers at Lionsgate, they got me. And Lionsgate got a lot to offer. So we signed with Lionsgate, and they packaged us up. And the network that they wanted us to be on, that put the call out, was interested. And then they said, well, we have one other suitor that's interested. And I said, who? And they said, Oprah. And I said, oh, that's good. That's her new food line, right? I was like, really? So they said, you have to make a decision, because they both want to invest in creating a presentation reel, is what they call it. So it's like a little pilot. So we decided that definitely Oprah. The only apprehension around that was the package, that what they wanted was, they wanted, I said something like this in the presentation. I said, when our guests check in, they don't only bring their luggage, sometimes they bring a lot of baggage. And that's when I turn into the therapist. I said something like that. Well, Oprah loved that. Okay, great. So you're going to interact with the guests, and you're going to help them figure it out. And then I got nervous. I'm like, I am not Iyanla Fix My Relationship. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not skilled to do that. No. So what we are and what worked is that she said, you know, you basically have the modern day fantasy island. I was like, love that. That is who we are. So that's who we are, and that's what the show is about. These couples who come in, some of them are in trouble, some of them are not, right? But we help them push back the world long enough, right? Disconnect from all the social media and all the stuff long enough to reconnect with one another. So we have in the first episode, which all of you will see tonight, right? Yes. 10 o'clock on OWN. We have, a couple that came and the wife, it was his birthday, and the wife wanted to do something special for him, and so she used to be a dancer. So she wanted to, be like, okay, how about you do a private dance just for him? So we brought in a dance instructor to teach her a little burlesque dance. And that was so much fun. And you'll see it tonight. It blew him way away. And he did not see that coming. But I also didn't see the fact that she had body issues coming. So then we have to deal with body issues. And I'm like, really? And when you see her, I'm telling you, the mama is stacked. I'm looking at her like, I'm helping you with your body? Really? Okay. So so it felt right. It felt like a fit. I was not put out by the cameras following us because my life is an open book. I live with people who I don't know every single day. Guests come into my home every single day.
Right.
So the intimacy that has to happen between me and the stranger so that they leave as a friend is basically like the camera be right there, why not? Because what's your camera, what's your name? So it was very comfortable for us. And we, it's a real reality show in that no one ever told, say this, do that. It's just, the cameras just followed us. And we kept running our business. We did not close. There were people there who paid to come. We did call everybody who had a reservation and say, actually, you're scheduled to come during a time that we're shooting a reality show. And if you would be more comfortable coming at another date, we understand that, and we're happy to reschedule you. Or come and enjoy the fun. We don't think it's going to be obtrusive in any way. And most people still came. A few people said, I'm not coming with my wife, so. No, they didn't say that. No, but, a few people said, I'll come when the cameras aren't there, But yeah, so it was fine. What we expect to happen with this show is, and why we're excited that we're doing it, is because we think it's going to be probably one of the first times that you will see us, really see us for who we are. And all of our splendidness and some of our messiness. People will really get a sense of what your life is like every single day trying to run a small business. It's not easy, and you're going to see that. Sometimes I lose my cool. You may see that too. I'm never throwing over the table, don't worry. But you may see me get a little bit snappy, a little impatient. You may see me say, change the light bulb. And you may hear somebody say, which light bulb? And I may say, the one in your head that's obviously not on right now. Because that's just real for me. And the other piece that's really real is this whole issue about creating legacy and creating generational wealth. And that is really, really, I think, we don't have that conversation. We don't even have it at our dining room table, let alone on television. So that's a very real conversation that we're having in our family right now. And I raised a very independent young woman. She's, she's time enough for me, that's all I can say. And we have this debate about, passion, purpose, responsibility. And somehow we've got to find a compromise in all of that, So that's what the show is about. We're excited. I didn't sign on. I signed on because I wanted to tell those stories, but from a business perspective, I signed on because I realized that it's a powerful platform for my business. I have a 1-hour commercial that airs nationally every week on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I get that. It's not lost on me. I also understand that it's a platform to use as a jumping off point for what I want to do next. And what I want to do next is, you know, those tablecloths on those tables over there should say Akwaaba. And I don't know, if you got a real glass that you're drinking out of, that should say Akwaaba. So everything I use currently at the inn, I also sell. So at the B&B's, I have a china cabinet in the dining room, because I know y'all coming for breakfast, and you can't miss the mugs that you're drinking that coffee. They're in the china cabinet, so you can take one home with you, right? So everything I use, I sell. The robes, everything. I brand everything, right? Those toilet paper, you know, like I said, I've not had a full roll of toilet paper in 22 years, but you will get a full roll of toilet paper, and we're gonna make that be. I don't know why hotels do that. I don't know why we do this thing, but we all make the little B with the toilet paper. And the sticker, we put a sticker on our toilet paper, and it says Akwaaba. It's on every place and everything, because how many times do you go in the store and you forget where you are? You're shopping, and it's like, wait, where is this made? Where am I? You will not forget that when you're at my places. I reinforce the brand because I want brand extension. And, you know, products is a way to have, you know, Bed Bath & Beyond, here we come. Target, who wants to do this thing? You know, I'm ready. You know, that's like Shark Tank, right? Like a pitch on Shark Tank. Yeah, but that's real, because that becomes how you take the business to the next level. Because I can't be, it's hard, I'm in 3 cities, or 3 states in 1 week. I'm in New York, DC, and PA every week. Still trying to put my hand on everything, right? But with this, once I create it, y'all can just put your hands on it, you know, and I'd be real happy with that. So it's a better way of scaling up the business so that I can get better income without having to do much more work. So that's my business intention for the show.
So excited. All right, quick question and answer portion. So anybody who has a question, there'll be a mic in the center of the aisle. Come on up.